Well. Hey there, NFL fanatics. It's your hoster. Once again, it is Rai. Now, it's that time once again for the NFL picks. Now, NFL fanatics. Now, before I give you my picks for week number 3, I'm going to tell you, NFL fanatics, how I did last week in week number 2. Here it goes. Are you looking forward to it? Probably not. 9 wins and 7 losses. Yes, I know, not a very good week. But it's a little better in week 1. But it's very, very difficult to have a better record the last 2 weeks. We'll see what happens in week 3. I'm trying to improve, for crying out loud. Give me a break, okay? So, let's kick it off and discuss for week 3, and it kicks off tonight for a Thursday night football. The Los Angeles Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the Rams are 1-1 in this early season. On the other hand, the Niners are 0-2 in this early season. Who should I pick? Decisions. The Rams look very good in week 1. They look not so good last week. That's how it happens in NFL. But I'm going to pick the Rams regardless. They look pretty decent. But don't let me down, Rams. Okay, next game is Sunday, okay? Now, this is an early game. I think this is take place in London. It's like, 9:30? It'll be televised. I think you could watch it on yahoo.com, live stream. Probably most of you are not going to watch it anyway. You're sleeping or doing other stuff. I'm going to watch it regardless. We'll just watch the highlights. What I'm talking about is the Baltimore Ravens versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, Baltimore is 2-0 in this early season. On the other hand, Jacksonville is 1-1. Who should I pick? I'm going with Baltimore. Sorry, Jacksonville fans. Okay, another game. The Houston Texans are 1-1 versus the defending Super Bowl champions, Tom Brady and company, are 1-1 also. Patriots rebound from week 1 disaster. So I'm going to Patriots once again. Don't let me down. You didn't let me down in week 2. Week 1 you did. Okay, next matchup. Eli and the New York Giants are 0-2 in this early season versus, I don't know who their quarterback is, so sorry. The Philadelphia Eagles are 1-1. I'm going with the Eagles. They look very good. And they won last week. I think they did. So let's see what happens this time around. And this is a division rival. So this game will be in, I think, in Philly. I can't recall. And they will face it off again down the road sometime. Next matchup. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I'm picking Philly in that matchup. Next matchup, the Cleveland Browns are 0-2 versus Andrew Luck and company. The Indianapolis Colts, they're 0-2 also. Who's gonna not be 0-3? I'm going with the Colts. I'd be shocked if the Colts loses to the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns have not been good in a long time. Maybe because they don't know how to draft very well. No one does want to play for the freaking Cleveland. They always want to play for the contenders. That means always in the playoffs, always in the freaking Super Bowl like every other year. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm going with the Colts for an upset pick. Well, that's not really an upset pick. Both teams are garbage. Well, it's early in the season, so you can't really judge it. So I'm trying to hurry up. I'm sorry. I like to go into detail. Okay, next matchup, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 1-0. I'll discuss it in a few minutes. The Minnesota Vikings are 1-1. I'm going with the Buccaneers. They look very great last week against my Bears team. So, and plus, the reason the Buccaneers are 1-0 because week 1, they cannot play because of the hurricane. So that's why they have that early bye week. Now they got to play 16 games straight now. Hopefully they have no injuries. Okay, next game. I forgot to mention I'm picking the Buccaneers. Next matchup is the Denver Broncos are 2-0 versus the Buffalo Bills are 1-1. I'm going with Denver. They look pretty decent. Actually, they look pretty awesome against the Dallas Cowboys. That game was a mismatch for the Cowboys. So I'm going with Denver. Let's see if they be 3-0 or they might be 2-1. We'll find out on Sunday. Next matchup, Drew Brees and New Orleans Saints are 0-2 in this early season versus Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. They're 2-0. And this is the division rival. I'm going with the Panthers. Wash. They'll let me down. Okay, next matchup, Big Ben. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 2-0 versus the Bad News Bears, whatever you want to call them. Don't call them late for dinner. That's just a small joke. The Bears are 0-2 in this early season. I'm going with the Steelers. Now, the Bears look crappy last week, you know. Buccaneers did not beat the Bears. Bears beat themselves. Turnovers, interceptions, the works. Nothing was clicking. And all that good stuff. I watched the whole entire game. A lot of people out there on the internet and people that I know did not watch the whole game. They just listened to it or did not listen to it. I watch it because I'm a Bears fan. I watch other games, you know, but I concentrate on the Bears because I watch the Bears, whatever, you know. Bad season, good season. You just support your team. If you're not really a Bears fan, then shame on you. But that's your decision. Okay. Next matchup, the defending NFC champions are 2-0 versus another undefeated team. Detroit Lions are 2-0. What's going to happen? I'm going with the Lions for an upset pick. Next matchup, the Seattle Seahawks are 1-1 versus the Tennessee Titans are 1-1 also. I'm going with the Titans for an upset pick. Next matchup, the Cincinnati Bengals are 0-2 versus Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. They're 1-1 this early season. I'm going with Green Bay. You know, they want to bounce back from that awful defeat last Sunday against the Falcons. That was a very good game. They almost came back, but they didn't. Falcons got a nice stadium. If you watch the highlights or check out the nice stadium on the news or whatever, it's a very good stadium. Nice. They had the roof open. It looks weird. Okay, next matchup, the Kansas City Chiefs are 2-0 versus the Los Angeles Chargers are 0-2. I don't like the name, Los Angeles Chargers. I like when they used to be the San Diego Chargers. Now, quick recap. The reason they changed it, because in the future, they're going to move to L.A. for a brand new stadium because San Diego don't want to give them the money or something like that to fix a new stadium up or give them a new stadium in San Diego. Shame, very sad. Now, the Chargers have been in San Diego for decades, you know, so the fans in San Diego are very, very mad, but that happens in sports, you know. It's all business. It's sad. It doesn't sucks. Okay, sorry I go a little overboard. Now, for Sunday Night Football, the Oakland Raiders are 2-0 versus the Washington Redskins are 1-1. I'm going with Oakland. They look very good in 2 weeks in this early season. Okay, next matchup for Monday Night Football, Dak Prescott, he's the quarterback for the Cowboys. They're 1-1 versus another 1-1 team, Arizona Cardinals. I'm going with Arizona Arizona Cardinals for an upset pick. So let's see what happens. Hopefully, I do better in the last 2 weeks. Well, I did okay. The early games, but in the afternoon games and the evening games, I just fell off the map. It just happens, you know. Say, Jesus, crying out loud. Can I get a break with these NFL picks? Man, I guaranteed the ones I pick is gonna be opposite. But if I'm not gonna get upset. I'm just gonna be a little disappointed. But anyway, enjoy the games if you're gonna watch some NFL games. I'm gonna watch some games. Of course, I'm gonna watch the first game is the Bears, and whatever follows that, I'll watch it. You know. But let me know who you think gonna win, and all that good stuff. If you're gonna do any betting with your friends or any of your coworkers or anything like that, it is fun to put money on these games. It is awesome, you know. Make the game more exciting, you know. Now, I know I mentioned in the last 2 weeks I'm going to do this the whole entire NFL season, plus the playoffs, and especially the freaking Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl will be in Minnesota, where the Vikings will be playing. But I don't know if the Vikings will make it the Super Bowl in Minnesota. I doubt it. So that will be the home of Super Bowl, 53, I think? Wow, time is going so fast. Super Bowl 53 coming up in 2018 in February. So look out for my pick for that in the playoffs and all that good mumbo jumbo. So this is your friend here, the host here, Rai. If you like this, give it a like and let me know who you think is going to win in week 3 and all good stuff. Don't forget to hit the notification on your phone or any mobile device, then you'll know when my next upload. Capiche? And thank you very much for listening. I am out of here, and I'll see you sometime on the flip side.